Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here at the Galaxy with God, Love Notes. Of course, I really want to thank you all for being a part of my journey, a part of my family, a part of this soul tribe. Pre drawn some cards just for the sake of time because I don't want to be long. I have the Hangman, the Magician, the Star, the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. So, what I'm basically getting from this, you could be at a standstill for a very long time. I'm not sure what is this standstill is all about, but with the hangman being here in the reverse, this is feeling as if you had to let go of something. You let go of waiting for something or someone or a situation. You're no longer wanting, to hold on to it because you've seen things in a different perspective. You are no wiser. You have sacrificed that old self that was putting you in uncertainty. The contemplation feels like it's over. Magician here. It feels as if whatever had you held bound for a while. With the magician card, you could be dealing with a Gemini, and you've turned whatever had you in your head. You've flipped the switch. It's like, when you turn over the entire table in the opposite direction, whatever had you bound, not able to move on because of your thought process with the hangman, uncertainty. You flip that switch and turn whatever that was into reality with the magician being here. The magician has the potential to turn their dreams into reality. And with the hangman, it feels as if it was a dream or a nightmare that you now brought into fruition. I have the star. So this is like a miracle that comes through. You are now inspired. You are now the star. You have inner clarity. So whatever situation you were in with the hangman in the reverse, you are now enlightened to this darkness, whatever it was. You are in your north node. You are now able to see the north star. You are in your purpose. You're spiritually inspired. Your inspiration is on peak. You're healing. You could also be dealing with an Aquarius. Now with the Eight of Cups, now you understanding exactly what the darkness was, because the hangman feels as if you were in a complete darkness, like night and day, but that time was the night. The magician, the day begins, and with the star, there was more light. So with this, you are moving on. You're moving on to whatever situation that was not fulfilling to you. You are moving on, you're walking away into the unknown. And with the star, it feels as if you are shining. You're letting go, searching for the truth, and you're leaving. But the truth was already revealed with the magician card. Because coming from the darkness, the magician, the star, and the Eight of Cups, you are leaving all that uncertainty behind you. Now, clarifying the hangman in the reverse, I have the Eight of Wands. So you could now be in the energy after coming out of the hangman situation. You are now able to speak whatever there was that had you bound, trapped, not able to move. You are now moving. There is a change, and you're taking immediate action. Whatever this change is, you're moving towards it. And you're very excited about it too. Now, Eight of Cups verifying the magician. So you could have been locked away, mental thoughts, locked away in your own thoughts, in other words, locked in negative mindset. You're not able to, just feeling trapped, feeling powerless in your own situation. Like a victim, could be a victim mindset that you were in, even though, when you look at the card, this lady, she's standing there and it's just like some little cards just put around her. She has the power, she has the strength, she can even take the sword to cut the cord. But she's just standing there because she feels as if she has no willpower to do it. But with you, hmm, it feels as if you're letting that all go. With all the magician and thing comes through, you're letting go. Now, with a clear mindset, even though the dark times that hit you over there, you're now letting go. You're now able to receive and to give evenly. You're now able to give generously and honestly. I don't want to say I don't want to say that, but yeah. So you're able to support. You're now able to help. So whatever dark times you went through, those dark days were the days of your building block. You were building, even though it feels dreary. You were indeed building a community. I don't know why I want to say community. You're building a community. And when I say community, it doesn't have to mean anything outside of you. Your own community, your own mindset, your own thoughts, your own love, your own body. You could be building a new world within yourself. I don't know why I see it like that, but you could be building a new thing for yourself. Now, with the Five of Pentacles, clarifying the Eight of Cups, there was some financial loss. Could be poverty, lack mindset. So you are moving away from that. You could have felt at some point that you were shut out in the cold, but technically you would have been with the hangman being here. You would have been in the darkness, feeling as if everything that you've ever worked for, nothing is coming into fruition. It's as if the world is coming to a close and it's just complete darkness, complete hardship, and you don't have a clue how to get out. Okay, so anything else? What's this Five of Pentacles? Yeah, I have the Queen of Wands. So whatever this was, as I said before, the Queen of Wands, you're coming out very confident. So regardless of the hardship that you face or you're facing, you're still a social butterfly. You are not letting what you've been through show as if it has beaten you down. You are stepping out boldly. I want to say to the throne of grace. Yeah, you're so self assured. You're determined to go through whatever this is, and you're gonna prevail. You're gonna prevail. I have the strength at the back of the deck and the Ace of Swords. So there is gonna be a breakthrough, and with the Chariot, you're gonna be moving on from all this darkness that surrounded you. You are leaving all this behind. You have the strength, you have the insight, you have a new idea. And with the Queen of Wands, feels as if she is stepping out. Sorry. She's stepping out, loving self, loving having unconditional love for people. So as I always say, I know things at times are hard. Your struggles are never easy, but you're not gonna allow the struggles that you've been through to put a paint a picture on you. You're gonna learn from the past, learn from the pain, grow from it, even help to teach others. So you've been there with the Chariot being here. You are moving towards success. You're moving towards something. This could be a new job opportunity. Could be anything. New for everybody could be different. It could be buying a new car. It could be buying a house. New. It could be building yourself anew from ground zero up to stardom. Five of Wands. So whatever conflict you had within yourself, whatever obstacles that were placed in your path or on your way to where you want to reach, these are going to be all gone. But they still have to show up after the fact, because when there is success, you can't just look at the success. You have to look at where you're coming from and where you reach to appreciate the journey that you are on. So this is what it feels like. So even though you've been through so much, you've been at the finish line of the winning end of whatever battle this is. Sometimes you got to stop and look at where you're coming from. And at that point, you can really appreciate the journey, even though it was hard, even though the journey was never something you set out and want to do. But really and truly, it is God's will for you. There's also a saying that God gives his hardest battle to his strongest soldier. God knows you were going to be able to do it. So he put you through the fire so you can come out on the other end successful. So your life is going to be a complete testimony of what darkness and light is all about, because you are put to the test. And listen, you prevail. So if you prevail, others can too. So you're going to teach them how to do it. Anything else, please? I have the justice in the reverse. So whatever dishonesty that was surrounding you at some point, unfairness, legal issues, dishonesty, people being dishonest, people being treating you like you are an outcast. Those days are over. Those days are long gone. You are now so wide awake and you are moving confidently with the Queen of Wands being here. Whatever those days were, just appreciate the day. Appreciate that you have experienced it. It's now left in your rear view mirror just for you to look back now and then and say, God, I thank you for helping me to come through out of this mud. Because on the other end of the mud, there is always going to be success. I have the Ace of Wands. So you are going to be starting something new. You're going to be starting something. Anyways, it's going to be, as I said, a new opportunity, new growth, potential growth. Could be a new energy, a new way of seeing life for yourself. Too many burdens, you're letting go of the burden, too much responsibility, you're leaving those behind. All the mindset, people, situation, or things, you're now leaving them behind. You're now going to find your soul tribe where you can feel secure, guarded, feel not guarded, but being protected, feeling as if someone is there for you. Yeah, long term security with the Four of Pentacles being here. Now, I have the High Priestess. So, you are now listening to a higher force, a higher power, something, someone, God, whoever you believe in, you are now listening to your higher self, knowing that you are not doing this all by yourself. The Hierophant is here. It could be dealing with the Taurus also. And the Five of Swords. Whatever conflict or disagreement, this could be disagreement between you and people, between yourself, you, me, myself, and I. You wanting to do this, you conflicting yourself, not wanting to. Those are conflicts. Could be within yourself or with other people. Those days are gone. Those days are gone. You have flipped the switch, tip over the table, so you're now in the opposite direction of what darkness is. And with the star being here, as I said, it's a complete renewal for your energy. You're completely renewed from who you were and to who you are now. Yeah, I have the Queen of Swords. So you're cutting away things that's no longer serving your highest good. Very intuitive, very strong, very intellectual, able to be very logical. So you look at your life logically, knowing what's good, knowing when to walk away, knowing when to run, knowing when to just sit there and do nothing. And that's fine. We're here on a journey. Life is a school. This earth is a school, of course. So we learn every day. So don't beat yourself up, as I always say. Don't beat yourself up. Be kind to yourself. We all make mistakes, and not because I'm here reading cards. We are human. We are here in the flesh. We are here because we are here to make things better. Until you learn how to do this, We're gonna always be making mistakes, and that's perfectly fine. Just don't keep on doing the same mistake over and over again, because we need to learn from our mistakes so we can grow. Something flips. Right, so I said learn from your mistake. It might be a very difficult decision to let go of things that you've grown so much to love and depend on, codependent on. This could be, you know, you've been going to this particular church for a very long time, ever since you were born, and now that you're almost 100, you have a mindset that is different from what you had all these years. Now, it might be difficult. It will be difficult because change is always not easy, because it's going to take everything that you have to let go of things that you're completely used to. If it's a tradition, if it's a custom, it's a culture, it's going to be hard to let go of. But for your own peace of mind, for your own journey, everyone has their own journey in this life to embark on. Not everyone is traveling in the same direction, but this direction that you're going on is what God wants you to travel on. It's not going to be easy, but you know, using your intuition, with the Hierophant being here, you're going to be stepping out by faith. Yeah, the burden is going to be heavy mentally, physically, emotionally, but you got to learn how to let go and let God. Yeah, I have the Two of Cups. So, unified love, God wants to let you know that even though you might feel like you are alone, He's there holding your hand. He's holding your hand, taking you across wherever you think you are not going to be able to make it. So don't be afraid to try. It's better you try and fail than fail to try. That's my philosophy. Now, with the Two of Cups, it feels like a connection, a mutual respect. Could even be your spirit guides or God joining force with you to do whatever this is moving forward. So, whatever you intuitively think of, go ahead and do it, because you're going to be guided into the direction where you're supposed to go. I have the World card, completion. So, whatever you're starting out to do, you need to continue going there. This could be traveling the world. Now you're able to see the bigger picture of things. You're now able to accomplish whatever you started out. You started in darkness, then you drop the burden of the darkness and you move forward into stardom. You're moving on, the Two of Cups. So you have so many journey. So as I said, the journey might be long, but the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. So once you start, there's gonna be an end to the journey. So keep on walking slowly, being guided. And I have the Three of Swords. The last card I have, the Three of Swords. So you might be depressed because this is a hard task. You might be heartbroken because you don't want to leave people that you've grown all your life with ever since you were one until you're 100. For you to just walk away, it's going to create deep depression. But at the same time, for your own purpose, for your own journey, for your own spiritual growth, sometimes we just have to walk away. The pain might be excruciating, but holding on to where you're not supposed to be in the long run is going to be more painful than if you were to let go, than if you had let go earlier. Yeah, it's going to cause a lot of hurt, emotional pain, but you're going to let go and let God. Collective, thank you so much again for joining me here at Galaxy with God, Love Notes. And if the reading resonates, please let me know by commenting down below, liking, sharing, or even subscribing. And thank you so much again, Collective. It's my pleasure being here tonight. Thank you. Bye.